You must be out your mind. Or think that I'm blind to all your love crimes. Well, I'm done serving time. You got your sneakers on, but I still keep track. Red circles all around my back. Head so big, just so fat. You exercise my damn.
You guys want to answer the topic, please answer the topic with the hashtag message. Hashtag girl.
Nature fail. You must have thought you wicked well. You can go to hell, 'cause you ain't that sensitive to me. You ain't that slick to me. No, you ain't that smooth to me. You can't keep on walking, on talking, on looking for a girl like me.
All right, guys, it's your girl Christal Jonze, and we are here for a new episode of Girl Vibes. We are live in the studio here at CBS Studios. Get it in, we getting it popping. This week has been crazy, y'all. There's been shit going on, and let's just talk about it. So let's get into it. I got a special guest for you. It's none other than comedian Devin Bradford.
What's going on? What's up? What's good? What's happening? All of them. Whole list.
All right. So as we get into our girl talk topics, we're talking about a smash and grab that happened in New York City. Okay, we haven't had a jewel heist of this magnitude since goddamn the 50s. This right here was some shit. I just want to let y'all see this before I get.
Caught on camera, a group of men ransacking a jewelry store, making off with a huge haul. News Force Jessica Cunnington joins us live from the scene in Fordham Heights. Jessica.
And Rana, 3 employees from Rocco's Jewelry here just locked up for the day. They came out, understandably didn't really want to talk about it, but they said they're all okay. No one was hurt during this incident, as police right now are trying to get video of this heist out there to get these guys. 4 people under 30 seconds and more than $2 million in jewelry gone. Cameras inside Rocco's Jewelry on Webster Avenue near Fordham Road caught the whole thing. Police say this man in the baseball hat was buzzed in by an employee yesterday afternoon. He then holds the door open for 3 others who run in and use a hammer, according to police, to smash open those display cases and pile the diamond jewelry into bags.
Crazy. It was crazy.
Today, at least one employee is inside Rocco's, but the gate is down. Police right now are looking for all 4 of these people who they say were last seen running down Webster with the bags of everything they stole, all in broad daylight in this busy area.
So it's like people are doing things in the middle of the day, not caring, and it's ridiculous.
This video of the heist definitely shocking some people and making others shake their head.
That was really, really crazy and stupid. Yeah. But then again, there's another side, there's a flip side where people are desperate.
And again, those employees locking up here for the day. They're going to be closed tomorrow, but they say they will be back open on Monday for any customers that want to come by. They say a lot of people have been calling and checking in on them. Again, no one was hurt, but police right now looking for those 4 people and made off with more than $2 million worth of jewelry here on Webster Avenue in Fordham. I'm Jessica Cunnington. Rana, back to you.
All right, so 30 seconds. They got away with $2 point something million in jewelry. I'm saying I need a job that'll pay me that much in 30 seconds. I'll work 8 hours.
What I wonder what the Bronx is going to do. That was the entirety of their net worth. They don't have any. That was it. That was all the money. That was.
I bet you ain't nobody gonna go from fucking the Bronx. They ain't got shit no more.
Also, admittedly, it's been a while since I worked at retail, but who keeps $2 million worth of merchandise out and accessible 20 feet from the door? Like, that's wild to put. They literally they walked in. The farthest one of them went was like 5 steps in. That's too much money. You can't have $2 million within 5 steps of your door. That's not.
What happened to the safe in the back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put some stuff, put some pictures out there. You got to go. What happened? I'll go to the back and get it, and
And
I'll
get
bring
the
it out
real
and
shit.
show it to you.
So they got away with $2 million in Cuban zirconias. That's
I
that
don't know, man,
bullshit.
but yeah, exactly. It's wild that how you gonna have $2 million just out sitting there. There was no employees, nothing, not a security guard.
The shit, the store was too small for security.
That,
Like
apparently not.
security
Because
look like they sit down and eat donuts all day. So them motherfuckers can't fit in that little ass hole.
I feel like if you were situated in between a nail supply and a fish fry place,
The
you should probably not
bystanders,
have
like,
millions of dollars of merchandise. What was that?
you know. I mean, this is almost reminding me of the fucking pastor that got the bishop that got robbed in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
You know, people are desperate. I don't know if that was an insurance fraud scam on itself, or did the members of the church be like,
all
"Hey,
right.
he always walking around with
Is
the bling."
this is gonna
You never
sound.
know.
I get this is gonna sound extreme, but keep in mind, both my grandfathers are pastors. My mom's father and my dad's father, both pastors. If
Okay.
you are a pastor walking around with $2 million worth of jewelry on you, you sort of deserve to get robbed because you lost the plot. Like you lost both both
It's
my grandparents.
it's
They put
true.
money into the church. They didn't get stuff out of it.
They
Like that's
stole
not
it
how
off
that's
your
supposed to
neck.
work.
Like, can you even put an insurance claim on the church if they stole it off your neck?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was on you. That's your personal jewelry, man.
That's your personal jewelry.
They
Did you
not.
insure it?
Like I said, I can't even feel bad for that's. They were supposed to be putting that money back into the community. Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
the community had to come take it. They had to come.
There you go. There you go. See, this is what happens when you don't keep people informed about
Yeah,
your shit.
you supposed to be
I
giving
know
that back.
walking around just being some real flashy type shit. You know how we do
Yeah,
when we get a bit of money in our system. You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
that,
Like I said,
niggas
my
would catch
grandfathers are pastors. Their churches put a little bit of money together. They feed some homeless people. They bus people places. They do stuff. They weren't stacking it up in straight fucking Cuban links chains. That's not. I don't think that's an
true.
appropriate use of church funds.
I don't think that's an appropriate use of church funds either. I don't think that's an appropriate church outfit. Where you
Yeah,
going?
that too.
Where you going? Like, you going to the players' ball after this, pastor? Where you going?
That's
It's
true.
Sunday. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and you could tell those dudes were young.
Yeah.
They were young, very, very, very young. Probably about 18, 19 years.
I felt the same way about the when you saw the video of
And
the smash and
again,
grab.
times is hard for everybody.
Yeah. When you showed the video of the smash
Yeah.
and grab, I felt old because my first thought was these. I felt like a grandma was like, they got these damn middle schoolers robbing the store now. Like I was like, ain't
I'm
them
not old.
some
I'm just
damn? That's some damn chillins. That ain't nothing but some damn chillins. Let me tell.
them babies is out there stealing shit.
That's just
Okay,
started sounding like a grandma.
exactly. I know I'm
They
old.
had them
Okay,
They should have them babies in school, but they out on the street
that's
stealing.
right. Stealing shit. Stealing shit. I feel you. I got my grandma. My grandmother's coming to the top. Shit, I'm starting to feel like that for real, for real. But let's move right along into our next topic. I just hope these people get their money back, and I hope them kids learn the lesson because they gonna catch you. I'm
Yeah.
saying catch you. Somebody done told somebody what they did, and somebody gonna want the reward money. So somebody gonna tell the cops. This is
I
usually
feel
how
like
motherfuckers.
they're too young to be able to sell a couple of $1 million of marked merchandise without somebody noticing. Like they're not
Okay,
old enough. You got to
first of all,
be
no motherfucker, how did you get this? You ain't got a job.
exactly. That's some like burn notice, fucking 24 type shit. They
They
don't know
be
like
watching too much fucking Grand Theft Auto.
any anyone that those kids could find that could fence millions of dollars of jewelry from them could also take millions of dollars of jewelry from them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, these kids don't know the game. They watching fucking NCIS thinking they part of the team, and this shit
Yeah,
ain't cool. And you are not part of the game. ESPN did not invite you to be a part of GTA because you still in jewelry like you got a fucking goddamn truck in the back. Like you could just
that's what I'm
pop out a
saying. Like you
motherfucking
got
heist truck out your pocket. No, niggas in here trying to spell shit. I'm just saying, like you just got too much going on with these kids. I really feel like as adults and as us older adults and as we look at these kids, we look at them and have to give them some hope because obviously they
yeah,
don't have hope for their future. Okay,
yeah, yeah. When you're in situations like that, yeah.
I watch a TV show called Jailbirds, but I also watch the younger ones, which is the young girls incarcerated, and
Uh,
they're the youngest I've seen that's in there is 10. And they in there for crimes like a burglary, goddamn fucking in house invasion, murder. Like really at 10, where the fuck is your parents? Where's your
I mean,
guidance? Who the fuck
it's
is
it's
teaching you?
it's a terrible sad thing, but young girls incarcerated sounds like an entirely different type of program. You s- you said that, and I
I'm
said
done with you.
you said, "Oh, I've been watching episodes of young girls
Not
incarcerated."
even gonna
I
go there
was
with
like,
you.
that's a whole separate thing.
But I do believe that I like it to a certain extent. Okay, these young girls are in jail, but it's not like jail for them. It's like school, boarding school,
Yeah,
might I add. Okay, they go to school from 8 a.m. to 3:30 in the afternoon. They gotta pass their classes. They gotta keep their grades up, or they motherfucking asses do not go home.
yeah,
Okay, and then
and that's
some of
what.
them they get out and they actually have a plan.
Mm,
They get out and they go into this regular day-to-day activities of peer pressure and all kinds of shit with a plan. Because a lot of these kids, wow, I've seen some kids that can't even get out. They done their time and they can't get out because they have nowhere to go. The parents don't want them and they ain't got no family. Like, this is our future. We are looking at
oh,
these kids in a different light because they
yeah,
robbing and stealing. But if you really ask me, they looking for attention. They
yeah,
looking for someone to pay attention to.
and they get institutionalized because a lot of the time they need structure. They don't have someone at
Yes.
home that's telling them to get up at a certain time, to go to school at a certain. So people they fall into anything that gives them any sense of scheduled activities.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's funny that you say that because a lot of the officers that work with these kids say this is the most that they've ever had people feel care for these kids. These kids don't have nobody that showed them love, that nobody that
Yeah,
showed them discipline. Okay? When you show a child discipline, it's not like trying to, oh, I'm being mean to this child. No. No is a powerful statement. No is a powerful thing.
you need that.
And sometimes they need to hear the word no because that gives them boundaries and limitations. What can and what can't I do? But now we ain't got no boundaries and limitations. These little motherfuckers running everywhere, rampant. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Okay, I can't afford for these little motherfuckers to knock a bitch down. I won't get up right. The bitch will get up crooked.
Yeah, yeah, but they've been saying that forever. It's been true
This is,
forever, but they've been saying that forever too.
but it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
These kids is
it
running
is.
wild, and we don't have no real control over them. We got to take our kids back. Everybody
Yeah,
talking about take back your city. First, start with the kids. Take back your kids. Where your mama at? Where your daddy at? A
yeah.
lot of people just became parents because oops, it happened. But shit, if oops happened, then you still got responsibilities. I'm just saying. At the
Oh,
end of the
very
day,
true. Very
At the
true.
end of the
Very
day, you
true.
still got responsibility, and it's your job to make sure that child becomes somebody successful. It's your job to make sure that they become a successful part of this fucking community, and not be vandalizing and terrorizing motherfuckers. Okay? Because a little motherfucker run up on me talking about playing the fucking knockout game. I'm gonna whoop his ass. Fuck that. I'm gonna snatch my belt off and tear his little ass the fuck up. Like, this is what they need. Discipline. It's not abuse when you deserve it. Just saying.
Yeah, I forgot about the knockout game. So I always was like, obviously, victim blaming is messed up. But I was like, yo, if 30 teenagers run up on me, I'm getting the fuck out of there, bro. What you think was about to happen? They're about to throw you a parade?
No. No, they about to whoop your ass. So I think you should move. But
Any
yeah,
group of teenagers bigger than four is terrifying to me. You get any three, really. Four is the start. Four and bigger, miss me.
that's funny. I got you. I got you. So, as we move on to our next topic, Lions Magnus is recalling 53 different types of beverages. So, if you guys have any of these beverages inside your refrigerator from Lion Magnus, definitely check to see if they're part of the recall. Okay, we have some. It's a bacteria that they found inside of this in some of these drinks. Okay, and now they're telling you that you got they're gonna recall that. And I've seen these in the store. Okay, I don't buy shit like this just for that reason because I don't know what the fuck is in it. Okay, but yeah, they have a bacteria that has been contaminating all of these drinks. So if you have these drinks, guys, look inside your refrigerator and make sure these are not the drinks that they are recalling, but there are 53 of them. Okay. So make sure that you definitely do your due diligence for yourself and your family because you definitely don't want that nasty bacteria making you sick.
I don't drink anything out of carton. That's too bougie for me.
Yo, you so silly.
It got to be out of a can or plastic or something. A carton that it is not milk.
Yeah, but it's
Fancy.
like coconut milk, non-dairy beverages and shit. Like people like that oat milk and stuff like that, and they're drinking like the plant-based milks. And I'm just saying, like I would be more cautious to think about what's actually the process of making these different types of milk. What goes into it? What are they putting in these products? Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, my stomach is super sensitive. Okay, and I don't
I
like
mean, to be fair, it's not like regular milk don't have bacteria in it all the time.
I can't drink that shit either. I'm lactose intolerant. My stomach said hell no to
Oh,
dairy.
you got the lactose.
Yeah, my stomach said hell no to dairy. So a lot of this stuff I'm already scared to try. So no, I'm good. No. But you guys that are on to this Aloha milk, coconut, iced coffee, stuff like that, definitely check and make sure that this is not the ones that are contaminated. So, did you know that the Kardashians got a new baby in the house?
No, I didn't. I actually did. I
You
did
don't
hear
keep
that.
up with the Kardashians?
I did hear that. I did hear that there was a new, and it was via a surrogate, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
People
because
with
they
money.
got that sort
People
of
with
money.
money.
The Kardashians got money where they're like, someone else could have this baby. I'll give you
Okay.
an egg if you want it, but you could go ahead and do the rest of that shit.
hmm Like this is just if you ask me, I don't know what they be thinking. I mean, because it brings up a different topic for me. Yes, I love the fact that they're having babies and they feel like this is gonna be the one that makes everybody stick together like glue. But I'm just saying, like, you got this multicultural, you raising these multicultural kids in such a dysfunctional house. Black children are dysfunctional off jump. Okay, they don't need no help.
Damn.
They okay, and you
I
already
think it's more that like
know
they're
the father.
I think it's more that their
Go
entire
ahead.
families are like social media experiments, and then they were also created in a lab. It's like they're like,
Exactly. Like I'm trying to figure out and wrap my mind around how are you really planning on raising this family. Okay, you have a father that won't stay home. Let's just use those terms. He won't stay in the house. He is outside community service and everybody. Okay? And now you got another baby with him. This is not just your first baby. This is your second baby in almost 2 years. Like the first baby ain't but 2 or 3. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I need to have
And
what
if it's in
babies
surrogacy,
and
he didn't
delirious.
even have he didn't even have sex for this baby. He just at best jerked off into a cup. Like this is a bare minimum situation.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly. So
I
how
just wait for that baby to
you
grow
know,
older. Mommy, how was I born? Well, when a mommy and a daddy both need likes, they get together with some scientists.
and we start picking DNA and choosing the characteristics they have. I want him to have, I need him to have your chocolate skin, but I need him to have my blue eyes. So you walking around with a black baby with blue eyes and blonde hair. Poor baby look confused. Poor people all confused. I don't know. I don't know.
You mean
I
Drake's
couldn't do
baby?
it. It couldn't be me. I'm just saying it really couldn't be me. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I got enough money to fucking buy a man. I got enough money to buy a faithful man. Like at the end of the day, what the fuck I'm trying to stick around with somebody that's gonna keep cheating on me.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. This is
Ridiculous.
girl talk, right? Let's talk about it. Let's be honest. Like, why would I stick around with somebody who's gonna constantly keep cheating on me and I'm gonna keep giving them fucking offsprings? So I'm gonna
Honestly, they
breed.
seem like I don't know if the Kardashians understand the concept of no. I think they think if they put enough money towards a problem, then it'll solve itself.
Right? It'll go away. Like, no. I'm sorry, people. This is not how it works. You motherfuckers need therapy. Go talk to
Yeah,
Dr. Jean. Okay?
yeah.
Go talk to Ayala Fix My Life. Cause something wrong with y'all. Cause this
Go
is
get an
not
Ouija
right
board, talk with the ghost of Kevin Samuels. Do something.
into the family like that. I'm done. You're retarded. You just slid that in there. I just want to let you know that was heard on a low level. You just slid that in there. Okay? Okay. We're not even gonna go there with Kevin Samuels, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we all need to just come together and think about the shit that we're doing because we're affecting the children. And the
Yeah,
children
that's
are
true.
telling you that they're affected. Okay? They're telling you they're affected. They just smashed and grabbed like they were a part of a GTA game. They did a diamond heist from the game. They plant that shit on PlayStation.
They just smashing X like crazy.
Okay? They didn't have not a real weapon, they had a hammer.
The difference between GTA and them though is in GTA they got a guy who knows people in Paris who can sell the gems. Those little niggas don't know nobody in Paris. They about to be trying to sell them shits in their own neighborhood, and that's how they
They
about to
trying to
get
sell them
caught.
to this Canarsie, Brooklyn.
That's what I'm saying. They're about to go to their neighborhood pawn shop and go, "Will you buy $2 million worth of fucking mother of pearls?"
Yeah, I really would like to know what was the exit plan after this. Like once you get the jewels, what's next? Because it's not like you gonna rock them motherfuckers around your neck.
Yeah, no, that'd be
So what you
reckless.
gonna do with it? I don't think they thought this all the way through. Like I said, I hope they learned their lesson because they're gonna get caught. It's
100%.
gonna be a problem. Niggas is gonna catch you. Okay, somebody done told somebody who's sitting in the police station right now giving up your description.
That's
Okay.
the sort of heist where you got to leave the city. You got to go to Cleveland or some shit for 6 months, and that's that's the sort of shit where people go.
Age 17 to
You got to lay low.
they
Those
can't
those
even buy a bus ticket by themselves. Where your
That's what I'm
mama at?
saying. No,
I don't
they
trust
are
you.
at their mama's house. Each of those dudes at their mama, their aunt's house somewhere. You do a heist like that, you got to go out the country or across the country or something. You got to rent a motel in Arizona, some shit like that. Those little niggas are in Red Hook.
Nigga, you supposed to slide down some slide and be under the ocean.
Yeah,
You supposed to
yeah.
have
Go
an
to
escape route
Mexico,
of some sort. Like I
and
don't.
after we
They
got the
were really ran
jewels,
down
we
West
immediately
Avenue, so
yeah,
they didn't really thought this all the way through. They didn't even have a
yeah.
getaway car or a
They
getaway driver for that
it's
matter.
it's supposed to be like, and then once we got the jewels, we slipped onto a ship and went to Morocco for a year. Those niggas got on the A train. Those niggas got on the A train to Far Rockaway. They said we gonna lay low.
Okay, we gonna hop the train first. At that, so I'm just saying it's 2022. Niggas is hungry. They starving. They ain't got no jobs. They trying not to get that COVID shot because you still got to show a vaccine card for certain jobs and shit. So, and now they got monkeypox. I don't know what's really, going on in the minds of our people because there've been so many crimes going on right now. Okay,
Yeah.
robbing, stealing, and killing has been, a everyday thing here in the city, and it's just becoming a a real major problem because all that's going to do is cause the mayor to start cracking down on us people that don't do shit.
That is
It'd be
true. That
okay
is the
that you
annoying
fucking
part.
walk through the gate because you forgot your home and they done locked your ass up for a $2.75 fare.
Yeah,
You
you're
understand?
definitely
So
right about that.
gotta get it together. Gotta get it together. So I mean, I got a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I definitely like the fact that we can come together and look at those people. I like those people on the interview. They was not stupid. They was not ignorant. They didn't look like they just helped them rob the fucking store. Like
As far
we
as
coming
like
up. We
post
coming up.
robbery news interviews go, it was very good. Normally there's some slack jawed idiot that's there like, yeah, they don't went in the store there with the big old with that with the thing, and they don't took all that stuff from there.
Exactly.
But it was
Shout
actually
out to
some
the
like it was
renters
actually like
that's online right.
some articulate people who could phrase stuff.
Yeah, but you got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can help you out of certain shit. Because if you don't, nigga, you caught. And what you gonna do with the evidence? I just want to know really what are you gonna do with the evidence?
Yeah, they did that, and that's how they gonna get caught. They got no way to get rid of that sort of.
All right, so we having some technical difficulties with our camera, so we're gonna go right into our artist of the week, which is none other than Jawanti Smalls, and this is one of my favorite songs. This one right here is called "Roll Up and Ride Ready."
Roll up and ride ready. Roll up and ride ready. Alter the underprivileged, I'm ultimate, utterly awful, underground grunt, real alternate. We all live in unlawful, I'm a walking contradiction, preach righteousness, got enlightened feelings. Still when I go to the movies, I root for the villain, I'm only human. Oxygen works the same for me as you, these obstacles leave little options, not shocking, no Pikachu. Reckless move for when you feel you gotta catch them all, it's hot and we like fuck it, fiends lined up at the job, parking lot, Jawanti Smalls, I'm not the dawn, I'm still in the dirt. I was a maggot till I got fly, it came from the work. We all trusted niggas, fuck with niggas till we got burnt. I'm pausing, nervous and nauseous, cause niggas rock skirts. Look, I don't know what niggas' habits is. I'm after punani and heads of cabbages. The only thing better than dough is having it. I'm always guarded, shaking the wrath of these salty savages. Adamant to kill the hunger. This house beneath my abdomen. The armor rider send it, throw the chariots for trafficking harems. I'm stabbing them with long spear, throw them the javelin. I'm all that, audible, classic, awesome. Ought to be master. The wand is an automatic. Don't have me splashing with magic like hocus pocus, alakazam, abracadabra. Acquire Caucasian cutty, I make her call me master. PHUK a permit, yeah we carry lock and load. Family stone, since a million, look I carry rocks and mold. Roll up and ride ready. Roll up and ride ready. Beg my pardon, my style's been under the weather, excuse me. Floozies and groupies that do me simply cause I'm the dookie. I'ma get my shot rather than industry or with the Uzi. Leave your chest oozy without a breath, a little wheezy Tunchi. Truthfully, I'm amused by these moolies. They unruly before they knew it. Find themselves fucked like roofies. Fool, it is not confusing and it's not a movie. No fake lines, this shit ain't funny. And these clowns ain't saying nothing, straight moms. Studio life like 7 bitches and a couple brethren. Stocked with blue dream, 5-hour energies and epinephrine grind. I gotta shine bright cause life is surface, acorn complexion, giving girls affectionate erection to the narcoleptic. We up in this bitch like a busted septic. We the shit, it won't stop till coca's legal when they make the streets legit. I make it difficult for different folks, some niggas can't take it. Hey, different strokes until they get the singing notes. Innovation within my quote, spelling swag and all that. While you hurt for a dream, you can never reach like insomniacs. The bottom of the line, the fact of the matter is he the man. Chain glitters like fairy dust, the kid fly. Peter Pan, lost boys in the struggle. Gain scars from the scuffles. Slang bars is my hustle. 12 large in the duffel. I ain't never been a quiet boy, I'm likely for trouble. No actors in me, staying crispy, bagging chips like Ruffles. Roll up and ride ready. Roll up and ride ready.
Guyanese bitches in my backseat. No time to be dealing with a rap sheet. My adrenaline been killing them these past week. New York rapping, this feel is fuck a trap beat. I bleed bars, it's sweat pain, and I lead broads with a wet stain. You a checkerboard nigga in the chess game. I been getting cheddar off the syrup when them checks came. Forget fame, game respects game. Name the next lane to test my text aim. I be in the hood with the best bang. Them numbers look good, I be on the next plane. The fire make your ears get along. Sorta like Richard Pryor on the strip with the crumbs. Flow like the Messiah, put the fear in them God. Sorta why me and none of you queers get along.
It's not the upper class, the lower class, we all burn it with. Got that smoke by so the man that mention police. Lion, doctor, Indian and jeep. If not go down in there, you wanna believe it's this bitch.
Roll up and ride ready. 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 Roll up and ride ready.
All right. So can you hear me, Devin?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so that was Jawani Smalls with Roll Up and Ride Weddy. I got the chance to see that video. I got the chance to hear that song prior to them adding all the extra features to it. So I really think this video was dope. You know, got to see my nephew in it. Shout out to Majesty the Rebel. Shout out to Trizolini. You know, Jawani Small doing his thing, giving out bars. He definitely was dropping bars. He also was doing the reggae part on the song too. So what'd you think of that?
I fucked with that. He was dope as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out of the South somewhere. I forget where he's at. Don't get me the line because I don't travel much. I be done put that nigga in fucking Alaska. So I'm just saying, I gotta get it together. I'm gonna start traveling a little bit more. The podcast is mobile. So definitely gonna be outside. So speaking of being outside, we have done a lot of things within the past year of the show being rolling. We've done pop-up shops, okay? Because I feel like my platform here at Girl Vibes is an opportunity to give our pop-up shops, which is our marketplaces, okay? It's our super malls where we can go find items that is black owned, black made, black created, you know, just for us, by us, with us. You know, spend our money inside our own community. And that brings me to my Black Biz Talk topic. My Black Biz Talk topic today is again, I wanted to reiterate and re-reference something that we spoke about maybe a week or two ago, and this was the big mouth toothbrush. This is a black dentist, y'all. Okay, so she knows about our teeth. Okay, she knows about her teeth, and she knows what's good for our teeth. And what we need to do is start taking care of our oral hygiene. Okay, and I say that because I've seen so many people that as young as 21 that's missing so many goddamn teeth, or they go get them fake ass veneers that look like they got baby shoes connected to their gums. Like, I'm just saying, it's time for us to actually go to someone that knows our genetic DNA makeup, that works with our body. Okay, and this toothbrush has been making waves along the whole horizon. So, her name is Dr. Bobby. Dr. Bobby. And Dr. Bobby is in Brooklyn. Okay, so we definitely need to go check out Dr. Bobby. Google Dr. Bobby, Dr. Bobbi, Dr. Bobby, and the Big Mouth Toothbrush. You can also find her on Instagram at Dr. Bobby Big Mouth Toothbrush on Instagram, and definitely check that out because we need to make sure that we have our teeth. Without our teeth, we can't eat. Okay, a lot of people would be loving women that have no teeth because they talking about they want a velveteen rub. Don't nobody want
Try
a
it.
velveteen rub.
Get
I
out.
got your teeth.
Bro, you've been in the bathroom for like an hour now.
I got soap using it.
See, I told you it's so good.
It's so good.
Right, but hey, I'm gonna need that back when you're done. I need to use it again.
Big mouth toothbrush.
Hey, good. What are you doing? Wait. Try the big mouth toothbrush.
Look how wide.
It has 6 different
Look how
cleanups.
wide
Look.
the bristles are. It fits your mouth perfectly. It gets all of your teeth. It doesn't leave the wisdom teeth in the back. Okay, because a lot of us forget that we have wisdom teeth back there, and them motherfuckers be having your mouth smelling like hot ass. Okay, so I'm personally gonna ask you guys to reach out to Dr. Bobby and try this toothbrush and let us know what it says. Okay, because I'm definitely gonna try it, Mike. I'm definitely gonna try it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get me one of those toothbrushes because oral hygiene is important. Okay, oral hygiene is definitely important. But let's get into you, Devin. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know. I'm a stand-up comic from Long Island. Spent a lot of time in Brooklyn and Queens and all over the place, really. Been doing comedy for about 5 years now. I chop it up with irreverent bullshit. Sometimes like weird, nerdy Shakespearean poem type Johns, and sometimes just I don't know, just talking my shit, I guess.
Okay, so where have you performed at?
All over. Broadway Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club. I performed at Governors before. And then all sorts of independent venues all over. I've been at East Side Comedy Club before, or Eastville rather. Yeah, I've been in a variety of places. I've been getting around. 5 years is relatively new to the stand up game, but I've made some headway in my time. Gotten around a bit for sure.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So how did you get into comedy?
Um,
Is that true?
I don't know. I watched a lot of Comedy Central Presents growing up. Like I was in middle school during that time period where Comedy Central Presents stand-up specials were just running 24/7. And I watched them sort of nonstop and I got really into them. And middle school is also, it's like an odd era where you're still trying to figure out yourself. So I think I ended up enveloping a lot of that stuff into my like regular real life personality. And then just chopped it up in various things over the years, part of different clubs and organizations. And eventually, a friend of mine who's a musician, his name's Fancy Cat. You can find him at a bunch of places. I started going with him to music stuff, to his shows and mics and stuff like that. Then eventually, I got to know people in that community, and they were like, "Yo, you're mad funny. You should try comedy." And so I tried doing comedy, and I sort of went from there.
All right. Like, that's cool. Did you do like talent shows and stuff like that when you were young?
Nah, no, not really. Though I was my, I mentioned that both my grandfathers were pastors. My dad's father's church was near where I grew up, so I was there all the time. And my grandfather loved presentations. He loved writing poems and acrostics and putting on plays. And he would often have me and my brother and my cousin Miles in those plays. And so I spent a lot of time up on stage just reading stuff and reciting poems and things of that nature. And also my dad did a lot of like political and like philanthropic stuff and was like the president of different black organizations when I was younger. So I was often on stage at like award ceremonies and around public speaking and stuff like that. So I did have sort of a childhood receptacle for, getting a lot of that stuff through osmosis, but I wasn't really like a talent show or anything type person until I really started doing, getting up on stage in earnest.
Okay. So was you shy at first? Your first show?
You know what? The first couple of times I did it in front of audiences where I knew a lot of the people and I'd rehearsed the jokes for a long time. So yeah, I was definitely nervous, but at the same time, goodwill on their part and a little bit of Dutch courage on mine, and I think they went pretty well. Later on, I had several people tell me like, "Oh man, listen, you sucked at the beginning. You were terrible, but now you're super funny." So I guess they were just humoring me, but that's sort of what you need in the end of the day, I guess, because you got to. Everyone sucks at the beginning. You just got to keep pushing.
I guess. Pause. But okay, so you started out young and now here you are. Who do you look up to? Who's like your mentors?
I don't know. I got a couple of comics that I definitely do look up to. But I also have like a squad of comics that started around the same time as me.
Okay.
And I really look up to them as well. It's definitely sort of a like, nah, man, I'm trying to get like you type situation where I found a really good group that are always trying to like, outdo themselves and sort of take it to the next level. And then when you're a part of that, you feel the pressure to also try to be your best and try to move to the next level. So I certainly got mentors and comics that have been in the game longer than me that have helped me out and I really fuck with. But it's definitely also about the friends that I've got in the game and the networking that I've done and the people that help push me to be a better comic because I see them trying to be better comics.
Okay. You want to name some of those people that help you get to where you are?
See, of course, but then I'm always afraid that like, oh, will I forget a name? But yeah, hella people. Henny Cornelius is a person that put up Henny Cornelius of Harlem River Yacht Club and Smokes and Jokes and stuff. Who put me on shows since like day one. My boy Renee Fuentes, who does shows under Lost Lighters, has helped me out amazingly. He was the one who like introduced me to open mics and really doing comedy in earnest and stuff. People like Nigel Fullerton and who's moved to LA and Johnny McDonald's, who were like two really big black comics coming up on the island when I was coming up. And so they really, taught me a lot of stuff, took me under their wing about different things. So many people. I don't know. Like I was trying not to forget.
As comics are sensitive. They be done had an attitude. You forgot to tell them that. They said I told you to tell them that I was one of those people that helped you. How you forgot? You rehearsed this.
That is absolutely true. Out on Long Island, there's a guy named Steve Rocco Perillo who he puts on a lot of shows and helps a lot of new people get put up and stuff. And he runs a lot of mics, and he's definitely a big player out here for sure.
Well, I'm not gonna wreck your brain. That's good enough.
Yeah, to say more people, but that's definitely that's definitely people I can think of right off the bat.
Super dope. So give us a number. How many years have you been doing stand up?
5 years.
5 years, really? Oh wow. Okay, so you still got a long career to go.
That's what I'm saying. 5 years is basically a baby.
You're a baby. Yeah. Oh, just take your baby as your baby.
I started when I was 25. I'm now 30. So it's just
All
seeing what
right.
this new decade brings.
Here we go.
What?
So look at the difference 5 years done made.
Yeah. No, honestly, yeah. I was just.
Because I got a chance to see some of the little footage that you put up. You're kind of funny. You are kind of funny.
Listen, that's what I'm going for. If I can get a kinda, then that works for me.
Do you do like family gathering jokes and comedy stuff in your home?
No.
Big family dinners and you just stand up and just start cracking jokes?
No. People try and get me to, but no. And I have no problem doing stand up in front of family or anything. It's just not the context. It's not like music where it's like, and even with music, it's embarrassing because I played the saxophone when I was a kid. It's still embarrassing to me, but hey, go get your saxophone out. We're all gonna gather around and play us something. Like that's annoying. And music has a generality of it that like stand up doesn't, where it's like it's difficult to contextualize that like
okay.
I'm doing a persona. This is not, like I'm doing a persona. This is not me. These aren't my actual thoughts. It's hard to differentiate. That was Devin sitting at the dinner table talking to us, and now on screen, it's now on screen.
We got some footage of you.
Oh man, and I gotta update that. This is a good clip.
Right off the bat, I am not an alcoholic middle school teacher.
I was getting
I'm tired of people on the bus telling me I'm doing my kids a disservice by showing up hungover. I'm doing grown adults a disservice by showing up hungover. I'm actually from Long Island, and I do a lot of stuff in the city. And it's crazy I can't get a decent Long Island iced tea out here. It's like, how hard is it to put a little heroin in there? It's not that difficult. You got to do it right. Long Island get a bit rough. Long Island is like Mexicans on heroin. Mexicans on heroin is a rough thing. It's super sad, man. Every time I see Mexicans on heroin, it's like watching Captain America get beat up. I'm like, that's our strongest Avenger. If heroin can get them, none of us are safe. We don't stand a chance.
Honestly, I might throw that bad boy back in the rotation. I haven't updated my YouTube in a minute, so those are some older bits.
Let's get this out of the way right.
I might throw that bad boy back in. I still do the Long Island iced tea heroin.
I take the bus a lot, and I've got a couple of rules for the bus. Like, I don't give up my seat for old people anymore, because if they hadn't fucked up the economy, I wouldn't be on the bus in the first place. And I'm not going to reward them for screwing me over. This old lady was like, hey, I sure would like your seat. And I was like, I would like Social Security, but neither of us will get what we want. It's slow for you, and I'm going to die working. It's a bummer. One time I hit the stop on the bus, right? The bus driver keeps going. So I go, hey man, that was my stop. He goes, this is an express bus. That was a non-express stop. The express bus only stops at express stops. If you want to get off on a non-express stop, you should take a non-express bus. This is an express bus. And I was like, I would prefer it if you told me to go fuck myself, man. That was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. What in the world? I didn't know I was dealing with the guardian of the stops. I didn't even hear his ancient order's sacred creed. He was like, I guard the stops and thus declare the non-express I will not bear. And if again you pull my string, to life a child you'll never bring. Like, damn, I guess I'm going to Jamaica. Shit.
I think that was totally funny.
No. Those are actually those are.
My brother was at an airport the other day, right? He's usually
still do.
Say that again. What did you say?
I would say no. Those are some bits that I still the bus one, the bus guardian one, and the old people on the bus one. Those I definitely still do. Those are still. Those still
Yeah, the
crush.
bus one is funny. I've been there. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I've been there. I got on a bus. Okay, I tell you, I don't travel very much. I got on a bus, and the motherfuckers missed my stop and gonna tell me to walk back. All right, I thought it was like maybe 1 block to walk back. It was like 17. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
It's
I was mad. I was really mad. I was,
yeah, yeah.
I was
No,
like, I'm not taking this
you'll
no
mess
more.
up. You miss that one stop, and it'll be 40 minutes away. You'll be hitchhiking.
Okay, you were like, wait a minute, I was back 5 blocks ago. You gonna stop anytime soon? He was like, yeah, at the next intersection. You're like, the intersection. You
My
mean
brother
the
was
one
at an
right
airport the other day, right? He's using the urinal. The guy leans over and he goes, "Hey, that's a nice dick you got there." And my brother says, "What the fuck?" To which he replies, "That's a nice dick you've got there," as if he didn't hear it. Like that was the problem. He was like, obviously, this fellow was hard of hearing. I don't get that a lot. There's a bar that I frequent. I was using a urinal. The bar owner used the urinal next to me. He leaves. I come outside and he's like, "Hey man, how come you have an average sized dick? I thought black guys had big dicks." I was like, first of all, average is very generous and I appreciate it. Second of all, I don't mind having an average sized dick, right? Because I'm fat. And for those of you who don't know, for every 20 pounds a man loses, he gains an inch in dick size. So we really don't know what I've got going on down there. It's like the pyramids. Like we only see what's above the sand, but we don't know how many layers down it could possibly go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was funny. Now, really?
yeah.
Now, tell me again. Every 20 pounds you lose, you gain 1 inch.
I think it's 20 pounds. It may be
You
30.
gonna have niggas on the Biggest Loser trying to go dick. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Where did we go? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can that work with titties and ass?
I do. I think the opposite logic actually applies there.
Oh, I gotta gain weight. Fuck that. My knees can't handle no more fucking weight. Nah, son. I'm trying to lose 20 pounds and gain a little bit more titty, a little bit more ass. Just a little bit.
I think it's probably a bit hard to. I think you might be looking to disobey the laws of physics there. I couldn't imagine.
Listen, I disobey a lot of shit. Physics might just be one of them.
You want to lose weight and get bigger. I don't know about the math on that one. You might.
Math was not my strong point, but I do like science. So tell us a little bit how you come up with these jokes. Where do they come from? Experience?
Yeah, experiences, life stuff mostly. Sometimes it isn't always immediately funny. Sometimes there are jokes that you do where I write down anything that I find even mildly humorous, and then I'll go back and see if there's anything there. Sometimes I'll find something humorous in a sentence I've read 8 million times.
Okay.
One of my closers, one of the jokes that I do to close right now, probably my strongest joke, based on a situation that happened years ago while I was doing comedy. I wrote it down. I could never get it to work. I never did it on stage because I could never get it to work. I could never contextualize it in a way that was funny until years later. And I every couple of months, I'd go back and I'd read it and go, is there something here? And I'd try something, but it never really worked out. But eventually, one day, I was hanging out with a friend. I was smoking on his balcony. And, you just casually on your phone. And I was about to go to a mic. So I was like, oh, let me look at some premises on my phone because I wanted to do new stuff. I wasn't quite sure. So let me go back to some old premises. And I saw this sentence and it hit me. Like, oh, if I say this way and that way, that might be a little joke. And I went, I did it, and it killed. And it's my closer right now. And a lot of the time it works out like that. Sometimes they aren't immediately funny. With later experience, you can sort of see the tree from the forest, as it were.
Oh, okay. So jokes get wise like wine.
Yeah, they really do. They absolutely
Okay,
do.
you gotta put them in the vault for some time and then pull them out.
Yeah.
They be nice and aged like cheese.
Sometimes they're immediately funny. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes they are immediately funny. Sometimes you think a thing, you think that's funny. I'm gonna go tell that on stage. You go, you do it, and it's funny. That does happen. But sometimes they need to simmer. Sometimes they need some time to sit in the back of your mind before you arrange the sentences in a way that's.
Okay, I can relate. I write music, so I could definitely relate to that.
Yeah,
Put
I'm sure
words
it's a very
together.
similar thing for sure.
Yeah, put words together is not the most easiest thing to do. Everyone thinks that they can be rappers, and you out
Yeah.
here rapping like Mother Goose. So I mean, I get it. So you ever been booed?
No.
No,
And
never had.
I've
So
only
you
seen some I've only seen someone booed like once. It doesn't really happen like that.
really? Y'all niggas need
People,
to go to the Apollo.
yeah, no,
New
no,
York
no.
niggas are get the
Mostly
shit. They pull the shit out of
exclusively
kids.
with like the only time you'll ever see someone booed is with a very rough, very impatient black crowd. That's the only time you'll see someone booed.
Okay.
That's the only context I've ever heard someone booed. That's the only time I've ever seen someone booed. Is like a really impatient, really rough, or especially like antagonistic black crowd that is not fucking with the jokes that you're telling. Then I've seen some boos. Outside of that, I've never seen. Usually, the heckling you'll get is some asshole who thinks he's funny and he's gonna get some quips in. That's mostly what you'll see. Is some guy who thinks like,
Okay.
oh, I think it'll be real, who hears your joke and goes, oh, I think it'll be real funny to, you'll get that. Or you'll do, a lot of time when comics do crowd work, it's like, you ever see a juggler and sometimes he'll like bounce something off somebody's head and juggle it that way?
Mm-hmm.
When comics do crowd work, it's sort of like that, where they go like, anyone here go to the doctor recently? Somebody's supposed to go, yes, I went to the doctor. And then they go, what did you go for? And they go, oh, my feet. And they go, feet, that's weird. Speaking of doctors, and then they move on to their like actual joke or whatever, right? But they're
Okay.
just sort of a prop. What you'll
Okay.
sometimes get is you'll sometimes get people who will think that they're now a part of the show because they were involved in that 2-second process.
Right.
They'll now go, yeah, feet. Yeah, my feet hurt. My mom's feet sometimes hurt too. I had an uncle who lost his foot. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You were just a prop for him to segue into this joke about doctors. It's not an actual interview now. That's not a 2-man show. Be fucking quiet. You'll get a lot of that. Or again, people who think that they've got a funny comment and they're going to make it and the crowd's going to laugh and declare them the comedy show hero. You get those people, but you never really get active antagonistic like, boo, you suck sort of shit.
Aren't you glad they don't throw tomatoes and shit no more?
I
Niggas would be picking up fucking dinner. Hold up, I gotta make a salad. Fuck that.
was about to say, listen, there was some times earlier on when I was pretty strapped for cash. I could have needed a tomato or two. I would have taken that. Some lettuce. I was used to say a lot of times when you do a show at a comedy club, right? Like any restaurant, so in a restaurant, when they clear the tables, a lot of time they'll take all the food and they just dump it in a big bin. So it's a big bin filled with plates of people's half-finished food.
Right.
And at Governor's Comedy Club, that bin of half-finished food would often sit next to where the comics would hang out before they would take it back into the kitchen. And I used to judge how broke I was on any particular week based off of how appetizing that thing of garbage looked. Because most of the time, you'd be like, ew, that's gross. Just a bunch of food coagulating together. I'm going to vomit. Like most of the time, it would make you sick to see. But if you were skint enough for a while, you'd be looking at that bucket like, hey, man, I see a couple of mozzarella sticks. They ain't even touching nothing. They on a napkin, it's wrapped up. They ain't even part of the whole thing. I'd never did it. That would be gross. But you would look and be like, man, a couple of those chicken fingers ain't even touching nobody. Those are some clean fingers. I could use one of them.
You restaurant dumpster diving. Before it even hits the dumpster. I'm good.
Listen, I never got hungry enough. I never got hungry enough to do it, but I got hungry enough to look.
Well, I hope I never get that damn hungry to look at the food on someone else's plate and be like, damn, that's appetizing. I hope they don't finish that. It's COVID. Niggas got monkeypox. I ain't with it.
This was pre-COVID, though. This was pre-COVID.
Now at COVID, you look at
now
it.
you couldn't even think about
finish
it.
that. I don't want to put that up.
But now before you'd be like, man, that hamburger is in between two plates, so it's not even touching nothing. You could.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. So good. You can
Yeah.
have that one. Yeah. But every episode we have a Messy Brown topic. Okay. Messy Brown is one of my closest friends, and he is just one messy ass dude. Okay. Okay. This is the person that comes to your job, stir shit up at your job, and then leave for you to clean up the mess. Okay. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's Messy Brown. So
All
Messy
right.
Brown's questions always stir up some shit at home. So when the nigga look at his wife and be like, uh, I don't know if I should answer this question. I'm gonna plead the fifth. We know what it is. we we really know what it is. But this week's Messy Brown question is a little different because he's weird. So our Messy Brown question of the week is, fellas, is it cheaper to get a stripper versus going on a traditional date? Now that was the question. Now, for the ladies, what is a reasonable time to have a date with someone? So, let's say you've been talking to this person for, 3 days. Is it time to have a date? Is it time to go out and spend all this money? And who picks up the bill? Are you guys going Dutch on the first date, or is the guys going to pick up the bill? So
Am I supposed to
I got
answer
a
the
lot of
guy or the lady
testosterone
question?
in the building today. So they over here talking about the female is gonna pick up. Go ahead. They said the female's gonna pick up the bill. Come on. We got Fleek mode in the building.
So I guess for the first question, I'm not really a strip club guy, but peep some game here. What you got to do is go into a strip club, cry, say that your wife just cheated on you and she's taking the kids, and I feel like you're in for a pretty cheap night overall. They're probably going to do you a solid. You can probably also do that on a date too, but I think
Cry.
I think that person would probably be more liable to leave than stay. People can't really leave their job, so
I'm not gonna sit there and eat dinner with you after you done sat there and cried in front of me because your wife.
See,
just
yeah,
took
see,
the
that's
kids and
it. Will
shit.
probably you're probably looking at a particular type of person that's gonna fall for that one. But I think
Yeah.
stripper wise, like I said, not a big strip club guy, but I think like for best customer service, being sad is definitely the way to go. Because yeah, eager is gonna be weird, aggressive is gonna be weird, but sad's a curveball. They don't expect sad. So I would definitely go with that route. First question. What was the details of the second question again? I got lost in the weeds on that one.
Now that was about taking women out on a date. So when you go out on a date, how long is it possible for you guys to go out on a date? So is it the first day you meet, y'all go out on a date, or do you wait a week of talking? How do you get to know each other? And then when you go out on this first date, right? Who fronts the bill? Is it y'all gonna go Dutch, or is the guy gonna front the bill?
You know what? I think that time period wise, I feel like a day is too soon because you got to have time to psych yourself up a little bit. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself that one day. That's like if someone was like, yo, you want to sword fight somebody tonight? Like, damn, I need at least a couple of days to get myself mentally prepared to go to a fucking duel, which is essentially what a date is. A date is like a duel of two people's willingness to stand each other. And that's a lot. That's a lot of effort for no day's notice.
Yeah.
As far as who's paying, I think whoever asks should pay, man.
So if a female asks you, she paying?
Yeah.
So
And that's-
Fleek, would you?
But here's the thing. That's why they generally don't, and that's part of the game. That's why you gotta trick them into asking. I think that's fair. If someone says, "Hey man, you want to come do an activity with me that you gonna pay for the activity. That's only fair. But that's why it becomes an elaborate game of who's gonna ask who, and therefore front that initial bill.
Uh-huh. We got a comment from the side. What you got to say over here?
So I said that it could be 3 days and all, but they ain't no going Dutch, we going German, shorty pants and all that.
So, like I said, I got a lot of testosterone in the building, ladies. So, okay, so a lot of testosterone in the building. So we're not gonna win this fight. Okay, we definitely gonna be the ones that have to front the bill. We definitely gonna have to be the ones to pick up all the extra shit, and we gonna have to listen to this motherfucker cry about his ex-wife with the kids, and that's why he on the date with you. I'm just saying.
That is a night out. That is a night out with me. I trick you into asking that day, you pay, and then I cry at the table. Is pretty much that's yeah.
Yeah, I see how that would work. But I'm just speaking off of myself. That would be our first and only date. We would catfish each other, bitch. I'm saying we would be on text message from that point on. We would never meet up.
You're not trying to do a little first date therapy. You're not trying to do a
Hell
little
no.
combination thing.
Hell no. That's what Dr. Jane is for. That's what fucking Elia Fix Our Lives is for. I can't do none of that shit. I don't have the PhD for that. I be done fucked you up.
You'll do
Okay, mentally.
A little therapy where you pay to be a therapist for another person.
Yeah, no, I'm good. See, you got me all the way fucked up. I'm so good. Nope. Nah, son. If you need a therapist on our first date, we won't have a second one. For sure. I don't fuck with EDPs. And if you just bust out and start crying, a bitch might just walk away from you. Like, I might just leave you in the restaurant on some shit. This nigga crying. I don't even know who the fuck I am right now. I gotta go. I'll be like, I think I gotta walk my fish. I think I hear my mama calling. Mama, you say something? I gotta go. Crying might not work for me. Okay, I work in the medical field. EDPs don't work well for me. Okay, and if you just burst out and start crying, ain't nobody even say nothing. We ain't watching the
Whoa. Nobody talked about bursting out crying. You start with a little sniffling, and you move on to a tear or two, and then you make your way to a full-blown sob. This is a subtle thing, right? It's very.
Oh yeah.
It's
See, by the time you get to the sob, you can sob it by your damn self.
Before you know it. Yeah, but everyone in the restaurant's gonna give you looks. That's not cool.
They gonna watch me leave too. I can't. So that was our messy brown topic. So if you guys want to answer the messy brown topic, hashtag messy brown, hashtag girl vibes. We always got something messy going on in the building. So as we move on, we about to close up, and I got a new game that I've added to the show since recent things. It's called I Fucks With It. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, Devin, and you're gonna tell me whether or not you fucks with it or not. Sounds cool?
Sure. Yeah, sounds cool.
All right, let's get it. Okay. Given an opportunity, would you have a threesome with 2 females or 2 males?
I actually have a joke that I do about this. I guess either two women or 2 males. Okay, I see what you mean. So yeah, I do a joke where essentially I guess I would prefer a threesome with me, a girl, and another guy, but we're not gonna have sex at the same time. It's gonna be sort of a quasi-train situation, like a streetcar, where I'll go and he'll go, and I'll go and he'll go, and I can take frequent breaks. I could watch some shit on YouTube, eat an apple, hang out,
drink some water,
and then we could just work that shit back and forth. I guess if it's the same time, 2 girls, but I feel like they'd mostly be fucking and I'd mostly be watching. I feel like 2 girls, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I'd be like, Two girls would be it basically be porn because it would be two women having sex and me watching and jerking off. I can't get in there. It's like two snake. It's like a snake eating its own tail. Like where does one end and the other begin? I couldn't possibly too advanced for me, man.
Yo, I'm so done. So do you fucks with it or you don't fuck with it? Would you do a threesome?
You know, I like yes, but only because I like camaraderie. I like a good just
You're
fucking
definitely
group.
a team player.
I like a group project, man. I
You're
like
definitely a team player. You fucks with it. So, next question. You just won an award and you're nominated for another award. You are asked to wear a designer's design. Would you wear an all pink suit?
hell yeah, easily.
You fucks with it?
But all things new, 100%, 100%, 100%.
You said 100%. 100%. You fucks with it?
Any sort of flamboyant colored suit is entirely up my alley. Not just pink, any sort of lime green. Like I would rock a bright. I would 100%. That's 100%.
I got a whole.
Listen, my grandpa I had a grandpa with a cape, man. One of my grandfathers owned a cape. I come from flamboyant ass people. I would definitely wear
a pink suit with a boa. I see it.
Nah, not the boa. See, the boa is a bit, and it's not that the boa is like too gay or anything, because I wouldn't care about that. I just think like a straight, clean pink suit is any straight color suit. I feel is crazy in any one way or the other. Like I don't think there's a color suit you could possibly design that, if like made crisply, wouldn't look intense. But I'm a suit guy, you know that. I wear a suit every day, so. That also might be part of it. I think I say it. I wear so many suits that I'm always looking for a way to. Because here's the thing: if you're the type of guy who wears a t-shirt and jeans every day, the one day you wear a suit, you look crazy, right? Not crazy bad, crazy good. You look real. People come up to you, oh, you look real fancy. I basically wear a suit every day, right? So I constantly got to come up with new ways to look fancy. And like at this point, flamboyant pink is like all I got. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got left is more insane colors. Like I've got to start getting into polka dots and like I don't know, leopard skin.
Stripes.
Like that's all I've got left is crazier colors and patterns of suits.
So he fucks with it, y'all. Pink suits on the red carpet. You don't look like a whole strawberry on the red carpet. I ain't got nothing to say about it, but it's all good.
The pink suit is masculine as hell. That's a masculine as hell suit. It's not even that's.
I blame Cameron and Dipset for that bullshit. We used to be able to say, pinks for girls, blues for boys, and now you can't even figure out whether or not this bitch is transgender or not. Like the fuck? I'm sorry, but we are confusing our children. You got to put kids in green just because you don't know whether or not they're gonna grow up to be a boy or girl.
Actually, originally, pink was the boy color and blue was the girl color, and it flipped in like the 40s.
Oh, and it flipped again. And it flipped again because boys are now wearing pink. That's why it's best to give a shower gift in yellow. Just do yellow. It's safe. All babies look nice in yellow. You just got to tell them what it is. Oh, your baby's so cute. What is it? It's a boy. It's a girl. It's a hermaphrodite. I don't know. It's a dog. You seen the dogs in the strollers?
You're going to have to give my kids little button-ups and cardigans and shit. So they even got to worry about that. You got to have to worry about whether you're going with wool or cashmere. Because that's just...
I'm done. Poor kids. You're going to be confused from the womb. Hey, baby. I know I took a sonogram and they say you're a boy, but I want a girl. Can we work that out? By the time you're 13, can I have a girl? I'm just saying. It is what it is. I got one more question for you without fucks with it, and then I'm going to go into a different topic. So, BET called and said that you have to present an award to Chris Rock with Will Smith as your co presenter. Would you do it? You fucks with it?
Oh, 100%. That sounds hysterical. 100%.
Okay. So
First
he
of all,
fucks with everything, y'all.
I would
I fucks with it was a
100% try
success
to. I would
rate.
try to get them to slap box in the first place. I'd be like, "Come on, for old time's sake, do it, do it."
I'm done. I'm done. After all the drama Will Smith done went through, after that damn
Listen,
slap,
I
he
feel
ain't
like
trying to
the
slap
only way that
nobody.
they
He
can
ain't trying to slap
fully
no ass or nothing.
the only way they can fully heal is if they just get together and slap box it. That's what
Just get it out of their system, right?
I'm saying. Just go ahead, slap it out, and you'll be good to go. People made it about emotional
Get it
shit.
out your
One nigga
system.
slapped another nigga. Just have them slap again, man. That's it.
Just have him slap back.
That's what I'm saying. Just have a little. They can get a little tussle and move on, man.
Okay, so let's move along to my favorite topic of the day. I love this topic because it's actually a chance for us to exploit our males counterparts and the things that they do and how sexy they are. We need to give them a little appreciation too. So, welcome to Hot Chocolate. So, today's my hot chocolate pick of the week is Simeon Panda. He's a bodybuilder and a health fanatic, and he's helping guys get healthy. So you can really talk to him about that 20 pounds and extra inch shit that you was just talking about, Devin, because he is definitely helping people lose weight. Every 20 pounds gains an extra inch, holler at him. So y'all can get this weight off. Okay? So y'all can get this weight off so y'all can stop feeling insecure about certain shit. Get the weight off so y'all can have the extra inches. So y'all can look down and say, okay, I can see the sand beneath my feet.
I don't know, man. That dude's titties are
Okay.
pretty big. I'm
Shout
not
out
sure
to
if he
Simeon
can.
Panda. He is my Simeon Panda. He is a fitness coach. He body builds. like oh my
I got a
god,
lot
you
of
have
comments that
everybody
I'll
just
make, but
dying right now.
he,
But
he seems
he
like he
body
would fuck me up, so I'm not gonna say shit.
But this is
This
what he
nigga,
does. He helps people get healthy, and I think it's important. Like we did Dr. Bobby today, and I thought it was important to bring in somebody that actually does health and fitness, so that we can be sure that we cover our bases all the way around. Okay. Yes, he is a very sexy man. Yes, he is a hot chocolate pick of the week, but he is definitely doing something positive, and that's why he's my hot chocolate pick.
he also looks like a beetle if you flip it upside down.
Really? All right, Devin. It was a pleasure having you here today.
I had a
And
blast. I had such a fun time. Thanks for having me.
I definitely want to invite you out to the show again. Maybe next time you can come into the
Yeah. Come in the studio. Listen, it's a hectic week for me.
It's all
I had a
good.
lot
It's
going
all
on.
good. Next time I invite you, you'll have a chance to come into the studio and
Yeah,
enjoy
no,
the
it looks
vibe.
really cool.
Because
I'd love to be there for sure.
our atmosphere is definitely different. Okay, we have a good time. We laugh. We joke. We definitely talk shit. Okay, but we try to inform everybody about information, and we try to keep you guys safe and healthy. Okay, each one teach one. Okay, if you know something, tell somebody else about it. Knowledge should be free. Okay, stop
Absolutely.
trying to sell your information. Tell it to somebody so they can make themselves better, so they can stop robbing and stealing. Because 20 million dollars, I mean $2 million in 30 seconds is a lot of money. Okay, for something that you can't even do nothing with. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that Girl Vibes is here every week. We're here every Wednesday from whatever time we start to whatever time we end, but we're gonna be here for an hour and some change. So definitely click the like button, click the subscribe button. Definitely subscribe so you can, and click the notification button so you can know when we go live, because we definitely have all kinds of topics. We have all kinds of guests. We have an artist of the week every week. We have now a hot chocolate pick of the week, and we have a game show that's gonna fuck niggas up. Either they gonna fucks with it or they ain't. So we definitely want you to come back next week. We are here every week. I'm your girl, Christal Jonze. We want to send a huge thank you out to Devin Bramble. Follow him on Instagram. Definitely check out his stand-up. He is a funny guy. I definitely want you guys to make sure you come back Wednesday. I love you. Peace out.
You must be out your mind. Or think that I'm blind to all your love crimes. Well, I'm done serving time. You got your sneakers on, but I still keep track. Red circles all around my back. Head so big, just so fat. You exercise my damn.
You guys want to answer the topic, please answer the topic with the hashtag message.